What's up, guys? Welcome to the Keeper Corner. Just want to give you a little bit of an intro of what we're doing today. This session is focused on quick feet, being able to move your feet across the goal quick in hopes that you don't have to make a diving save. If you do have to dive, it actually increases your range of your dive in those low corners and those upper 90s. So a lot of this session, she is focused on moving her feet without diving. And then we do progress to dives and just a little quick fun drill at the end. Hope you guys enjoy. What's up, guys? For our first drill, we are just getting our hands warm, get some good set position, a little bit of movement. So she's going to pop out to her front post from the middle and then open up for a second shot from the server at the top. Each server is about 8 yards apart, and we're going 3 to 4 rounds on this one, a round including 2 volleys. So next progression of this warm-up, same pattern, but she's getting 2 shots from the ground just into her body now, making sure that she is staying forward on those toes, that she has a good set position, that her feet aren't spread too wide apart, they're also not too narrow, and that she is cradling that ball, squeezing those elbows really well on each rep. Again, going about 3 rounds on this, a round to include 2 shots. Next progression is the first shot should be into the body, that first rep. The shot did not go where it should have, but first shot will go into the body. Second shot will come as a low dive towards her left, so the server's right at the top, towards the inside of the goal. Just a nice, easy serve for her to get some good technique on her dive. Again, just a little bit of a warm-up footwork, getting her used to hitting the ground, so that if she does have to dive as we go, it's not that big of a deal. And then we'll repeat the whole pattern on the other side. So it should be volleys first, and then 2 shots, and then a shot into her body, paired with a low dive. Her technique is already slipping just a little bit. Make sure that she's not leaning backwards on those volleys, that she has some good hand positioning, that she's not getting too jumpy with her feet, that she is set low each time. As you can see on some of these, she is diving and leaving her feet when she doesn't need to. That is exactly why we were doing the session, trying to get her to move those feet across when the ball is not exactly right at her, instead of diving and wasting energy. So next drill is going to be a figure 8 around the cones. The coach will designate each server as number 1 or number 2. I believe in this. Number 1 is the server that you can see in the light blue shirt on the far side, and the server that you cannot see is number 2. After she does her figure 8 and lands back in the middle, the coach will call number 1 or number 2. She will flip to that side, or she will stay facing the same way. And then a shot comes in just on the ground in between the 2 orange cones. Now in this segment, she is not allowed to dive. So I've encouraged her to move her feet. She can front smother if she wants. That helps her stay forward, but she is not allowed to dive on these. On this segment, we are just increasing the power and the timing of the kick. Again, some of these are more reaction saves. So this is, again, forcing her to move her feet instead of dive. It's not a very big space that she's having to cover, so it should be doable. Now, a couple of these, you can see she doesn't make the best save. She really doesn't hold on to the ball like this one. She kind of fumbles over it. But those are actually moments where you can really encourage your goalkeeper because they are fighting. That's a mental battle that they are fighting to stay on their feet. It's just a new habit that we are trying to form. And so there is going to be a little bit of failure, but it's actually something you should encourage that, hey, good job, you stayed on your feet. This next part, she is just shuffling, touching a cone, and then same thing, calling 1 or 2, spreading out the space there. And again, staying up, not allowed to dive on the front mother. This progression, she is starting the ball on her front post. She's going to come out and set it on a dot that is on the ground out there. And then the shot is going to come between the post and the ball that she just set down. And she has to, again, stay on her feet, shuffle over. She can front smother if she wants, but she is not allowed to dive. And so again, just a little bigger space, little pre-movement there to challenge her, make her stay up. And then second ball is coming as a bounce, as a rolled out ball for a 1v1 type save that she would be mimicking. And yeah, really looking for quality over quantity here. As I just said, something natural with one keeper working is for them to rush it and just rush into the next services. So something as a coach you might have to do is just tell them, hey, take a breath. I want you to walk back, slow down. That just allows them to breathe so that we have quality reps instead of quantity of reps that are not great. After you finish, probably 8 to 10 reps on one side. That's a little bit high. This is a fitness day. You can lower those reps if you want. Going to the other side, doing the same thing. On this one, because she was just getting a little bit exhausted, I told her that she did not need to dive on the second shot, if you will. It's going to be a bouncing ball, so a lot of them I wanted her coming out high, attacking that ball, going through it. Mimicking just some types of crosses and volleys or reps that she would grab through traffic. A couple of them went a little wider, so she did need to dive on those. But again, encouraging her to move her feet and come attack that ball. It's a good save there.
Good save.
Okay, so on these reps, you can see her just getting a little bit tired. She's trying to do the right thing. She's getting up in the air on that second ball. It's a good hold. You can see it on her face a little bit. She's getting tired because she's moving her feet, and she is diving now, when she is still not allowed to dive. And so I just took a moment, had a brief conversation with her, told her to breathe, told her to walk back slow, and then just a little bit of encouragement of, hey, you got this. This is your save. Do it right, and we'll move on. So now, same drill, she's allowed to dive, and then just changing the second service to a high ball every time, just tossed up in the air for her to come out and grab. Again, attacking through the ball there. It was a great save there. So just adding in a little bit of a positive challenge on this. I told her, if this one is good, this is your last one. This is quite a few reps in, more than what I'm showing on the video. She had been doing well, and she had a couple of good saves towards the end there, and that's a really good opportunity to challenge your keeper, especially if they're by themselves, to get a little bit more tough mentally and say, hey, if I can do this one, then I am done, and that can be an accomplishment for them and make them feel like they've achieved something. It also pushes them to continue to do well.
Stay up.
So this one, her positioning, she cheated a little bit towards that front post. I had told her the ball was coming between the post and the ball, and so I actually kept her honest and hit it towards the other side. I definitely encourage that at the right moments for your keepers, just to keep them honest and keep things a little bit more game-like.
Hey, last one, best one. Focus on the details, okay? Do them right, even though you're tired. Yep. Good cover. Here we go. Up. Good. Relax. Yep.
So to finish out here, we ended with a fun drill. It's a little bit of fitness as well. She's supposed to be touching those cones with her hands, but she's going to touch the post, touch the cone, and then ball is being striked right outside the 18. Doing the same thing on the other side. She accidentally went to the cones first, so she had to do a little more. Again, keeping their minds sharp as they're tired. Let's see if she can make this last save.
Good
Cover on that one, some good footwork. Hopefully that shows just the progression of the session, how she was able to push through there.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Good, way to stay. Stay on your feet, stay on your feet. So you don't have to dive, you're wasting energy. Here we go, up. Good cover.